Vandag se topstories. Kwaai inwoners dreig met geweld oor Kaalbas strandopening hierdie Saterdag. 400 nuwe standbeelde word beplan vir Pretoria en Jan Alleman sal moet help betaal. Hierdie viervoetige fietspassasier laat die koppe in die Kaap draai. Goeiemiddag, ek Elma Smit. Ongelukkige inwoners suid van Margate dreig met geweld in 'n poging om 'n stokkie te steek voor die opening van Suid-Afrika se eerste amptelike Kaalbas strand hierdie Saterdag. 'n Woordvoerder van die bekommerde burgers van die Hibiscus munisipaliteit, pastoor Mike Effanga, sê hy verwag konflik langs die branders.
I do anticipate that the local residents will express themselves, and in the manner that they choose to express themselves, one cannot predict. In fact, when you called me, I was in the process of sending out the final email to the Margate police station that is in charge of that area to indicate to them that if they go there on Saturday to enforce existing laws, then they can possibly avert a potential open conflict.
Baie dankie, pastoor Mike Effanga. Die gronde vir die bekommerde burgersvereniging se beswaar is blykbaar dat hierdie nie 'n amptelike opening is nie en dat dit daarom onwettig voortgaan, hangende verdere prosedurele oorweging van hulle besware. Serge Pavlovich van die Suid-Afrikaanse Nudiste Vereniging het topstories egter voorsien van hierdie notiele van 'n onlangse munisipale vergadering waarop toestemming vir 'n loodsfase opening wel deur die munisipaliteit gegee is. Serge, what have you got planned for this pilot phase opening on Saturday?
We're basically going to have naturalists coming from all over the country. Expect a couple of hundred people to come to the beach, and just in order to make the stay at the beach more enjoyable, we got a volleyball set. We'll play some silly games that make small little entertainment for everybody to enjoy. That's all, nothing special, really.
Simon April, 'n woordvoerder vir die Hibiscus munisipaliteit, het verduidelik wat die munisipaliteit se posisie is in hierdie verband.
Okay, firstly, the municipality's decision on approving the beach still stands, as the representation by the concerned citizens has not been decided upon yet. For now, there is no official opening. However, there is this pilot opening that is going to take place. We are discouraging the concerned citizens to embark on that, because they will be the ones who will be inciting violence if they go there. Now, there's nothing that we are currently planning to do as a council.
Amiel Umrao, 'n verslaggewer by The Witness in Pietermaritzburg, het met besoek aan hierdie omstrede strand 'n man raakgeloop wat nie kon wag vir die strand om Kaalbas vriendelik verklaar te word nie.
Well, he was in full clothes. Obviously, the beach has been used unofficially. It was in the process even before this whole thing came about. It was being used unofficially. When I met him, he was on the way to the area. So Oxley where he was going, and he did say he was going there. And so Oxley what it's like. Obviously, he would not be named. He said, he feels relieved. He feels like he's letting himself go, and it's a way of freedom for him.
Dankie, Amiel Umrao. Die grootste nasionale erfenismonument in Suid-Afrika, wat beplan word vir die Groenkloof Natuurreservaat in Pretoria, se geprojekteerde koste sal volgens die Departement van Kuns en Kultuur miljoene beloop. Hoeveel miljoen rand is egter blykbaar nog nie vasgestel nie. Die minister van Kuns en Kultuur se woordvoerder Sandile Memela meen ook dat geen prysetiket aan erfenis gekoppel kan word nie. Die koste van die 400 beelde en die park se ontwikkeling sal deels gedra word deur die Nasionale Loteryfonds, maar Memela dink daar's 'n rol te speel vir Jan Alleman.
We're also looking at it as a public-private partnership where other interested stakeholders, including big business, will, through their corporate and social responsibility program, allocate some funds.
Topstories het Memela ook gepols oor die rol van omstrede standbeelde, soos die van Cecil John Rhodes, Paul Creer en Jan van Riebeeck.
What we need to understand is that all the statues that exist in this country are of some importance to a particular and specific communities, because they capture and reflect a particular episode or era in South African society and its historical development.
Dit dan die Departement Kuns en Kultuur se Sandile Memela. Ons het die volgende videogreep by Anel van Wyk gekry. Sy vertel, hierdie is 'n bekende gesig op die Brackenfell Boulevard tussen Sonstraal en Uitsig in die noordelike voorstede van Kaapstad. Sy ken die behendige fietsryer nou nie self nie, maar sien hom en sy brildraande passasier elke dag. As jy van 'n vaardige fietsryer of 'n viervoetige akrobaat weet wat hierdie twee sal uitstof, laat hoor van jou. Tweet Netwerk24 met die hashtag #topstories of e-pos nuus by netwerk24.com.